are M Block, Mix Mob, Taekwon World, Jar City, STL/EBT, Pocket Town, 051 Young Money, Murder Town, MOB, and TYMB. Fat.
These niggas is beefing with 10 different hoods? And y'all got no allies?
Mercedes had also driven in the same direction.
Oh yeah, he clutching. He walking up clutch. He on bad timing. He on bad. Damn!
KD and his associates.
That boy quick and quick that bitch. Oh, that bitch had to switch with the drum on it.
Nearby that took the most devastating shot.
Damn!
Innocents opened fire.
Damn!
Would survive this incident with minimal injuries. However, Anandi would be pronounced dead at the scene.
Damn, they killed this shorty. Oh yeah, that boy finna turn into a diamond.
Target. The two shooters were members of Double O. As I mentioned earlier, Double O beats with K Shorty's hood 6 block.
Stupid.
Once the two
What's going on, JB fam? We back. Y'all already know what it is. Y'all already know what to do, bro. Today we gonna be talking about drill rappers that crashed out because they spent on them, bro. These folks really do be living what they rapping about. But is it worth it, go? We finna check it out. So y'all like, come subscribe. Let's hop right into the video. See this shit time out. Niggas crashing out.
In this video, we'll be telling the stories
Goddamn bean head ass little boy. That boy got the unbranded polo on with the drum on him. God damn. Remember it, girl. 800 facts. But yeah,
800
fat ass dome.
A named DeAndre Jennings is from the south side of Chicago.
Oh.
More specifically, 61st and Cottage Grove.
Let me wash my mouth.
He is a member of the gang 800. 800 might just be the most hated gang in Chicago. 800 has beef throughout the whole city and snaked most of the other gangs that they were cool with. Some of the main sets the 800 beefs with are M Block, Mix Mob, Taekwon World, Jar City, STL/EBT, Pocket Town, 051 Young Money, Murder Town, MOB, and TYMB. Fat.
These niggas is beefing with 10 different hoods? And y'all got no allies? How the hell is you niggas not wiped out yet? They must got fucking dead stroke on their team.
Is a remorseless demon. He would frequently go live on Instagram, showing his location and challenging his ops to shootouts. He once
all them boys was trying to have team deathmatch in real life,
causing them to have to get an abortion.
My family members got shot in their stomach and had to abort their baby, all type of shit.
Fats eventually started and built a little buzz for himself, but he was best known for his antics. He built a reputation in the streets for being a killer, and he frequently bragged about
you live by the gun, you die by the gun. I ain't gonna lie.
Murders that he's arrested for. Fats hinted on an Instagram live that he had killed 5 people. As you know, gangbanging doesn't pay the bills, so eventually Fats got desperate for cash and make a crazy decision. On November 16th, 2021, at 9:30 a.m., 2 members of the gang Face World 079 named Dewey and Spook walked up to a man raking leaves and demanded his car keys at gunpoint. The victim y'all gonna rob the lawn care keeper? Driveway, and the 2 assailants took off in his car. Around 10:20 a.m., as 3 armored car guards were loading an ATM at the Bank of America at 83rd Street and Princeton Avenue, Dewey and Spook were joined by Fats and another 800 members.
Them boys robbed the Brinks truck?
They drove to the bank together in the stolen car. Fats, Twan, and one of the other accomplices got out of the car, 2 of them wielding handguns, the 3rd with a long rifle. They were dressed in black and wearing masks when they then approached the guards and demanded the cash. They then shot 2 of the security guards.
Them boys do what we all think about. You boys got that shit. I ain't gonna lie. All them bills is traced, buddy. That one lie.
One of the guards named LaShonda Hartz, age 47, was shot 6 times, and another, a 46-year-old man, was shot twice.
Damn!
Both were taken to University of Chicago.
I ain't gonna lie, bro.
Where LaShonda died.
Take the money, nigga, on God. They got insurance on this shit.
Gunshots to the lower extremities. The third security guard was not struck and was able to return fire but did not strike the assailant.
Damn.
Fats and his crew were unable to get the cash container from the guards during the attack and fled the scene in the stolen Lincoln.
So y'all caught 2 bodies for no goddamn reason?
And once at the Boost
Y'all
Mobile
suck.
store, Little Twan got out of the car, walked up to the counter inside the Boost Mobile, and pulled out 2 handguns, pointing them at an employee and
John Wick style on their ass.
The customer screamed and got on the floor while the clerk opened the register and Twan stole the cash inside, before also grabbing several bags of cell phones and fleeing the scene.
So y'all boys tried to rob the Brinks truck, killed 2 people, didn't get the money, went to a T-Mobile store, and got off with $300 in cash. That's what you threw your life away for. Buddy, the streets are not for everybody, and they're talking about you.
After robbing
What the hell?
the store, Fats and Twan would backstab their own crew. Around 11:30 a.m., a witness heard gunfire and saw the car crash into a tree near 87th and Saginaw. The witness then saw Fats and Twan get out of the car and run inside a nearby home. While inside the home, a witness saw Fats, Twan, and other individuals passing around a duffel bag containing a rifle and talking about hiding their guns. Fats later told one of the people inside the home to call the police and tell them someone had been shot and killed in a car outside the house. Upon arriving at
Y'all
the scene,
backdoor job on
officers found
homie?
the driver and a front seat passenger in the car had both been shot. They were pronounced dead shortly afterward.
What the heck, bro? Why should you do dirt with, bro? They gonna do dirt on your ass.
Were found both inside and outside the car. The 2 men that were shot and killed were Dewey and Spook, and it was revealed that Fats and Twan killed them after they got into an altercation, presumably over the split of the money. The crazy thing about it is that Dewey was Fats' cousin. Shortly after this, Fats and Twan were arrested and charged with these murders. Fats is currently in jail and is charged with 3 counts of first-degree murder, 2 counts of attempted murder, 2 counts of armed robbery, and 1 count of attempted armed robbery. He is even being accused of getting beat up in jail and snitching on Little Twan.
Oh yeah, buddy, you're fried. Your best bet might be to snitching. I don't condone snitching, but that might be your best bet. I ain't gonna lie. Don't do it though. I wouldn't do it, but you ain't got too many other options.
Shorty, real name Terezi Poe, is a rapper/gang member from Jacksonville, Florida. He repped the hood 6 Block, made famous by the rapper Foolio. 6 Block is a hood on the north side of Jacksonville in an area called 45th Street. Over the years, 6 Block has had deadly beefs with the gangs Head First from the Grand Park area of Jacksonville, ATK from the west side of Jacksonville and all of their affiliates, Sherwood, also known as Double O, T-Block, and 1200/Cuckoo Gang from the east side of Jacksonville.
Damn, that boy got them sticks though.
Began at a young age. At just 16 years old, he was facing life in prison for 4 counts of attempted murder.
Damn, shorty!
Someone tried to take his gun from him during an argument, so he fired back at that person in self-defense.
Shit, I would've did the same shit. What the fuck?
So 3 additional attempted murder charges were placed on him. He was eventually able to get his charges reduced to 1 count of assault with a deadly weapon, and he accepted an 18-month plea deal.
Oh, bro, what the hell? You trying to take my file off my hip, nigga? I'ma do your ass.
After being released from prison,
And JBsiah RP.
K Shorty's life would be made by his enemies. On March 20th, 2020, K Shorty and his girlfriend, 17-year-old Inandi Weish, were driving home from a date when a gray car stopped in front of them and 2 males got out and opened fire.
Damn!
Shorty survived this incident with minimal injuries. However, Inandi would be pronounced dead at the scene.
Damn, they killed this shorty? Oh yeah, that boy finna turn into a diamond.
Target. The 2 shooters were members of Double O. As I mentioned
Stupid.
earlier, Double O beefs with K Shorty's hood 6 Block.
Stupid.
Once the 2 shooters were caught, police
Fucking
investigation would reveal that they targeted K Shorty because they believed that he was the one that killed their friend, another Double O member named Swift Jit, running Daquan Saxton.
So did they really up their score though? You killed your shorty, gang. Like, that shit not really gang. Oh yeah, we killed your bitch. Gang, now you're doing life in prison and fighting for your butt every day. And fighting for fucking honey buns. Like, what?
Just 2 days before this incident. About a year after this tragic incident, K Shorty would start to rap and take it seriously. He released multiple music videos, and he blew up pretty much right away. All of his music videos were reaching over 1 million views on YouTube, and he was on the verge of getting signed to a major record label. It looked like K Shorty was going to be one of the biggest rappers to ever come out of Jacksonville, but one crash out would change the course of his life forever. As I mentioned earlier, 6 Block beefs with many hoods throughout Jacksonville, and one of their biggest beefs is with the Hood 1200. The two groups are involved in a deadly war that's been going on for over a decade.
Damn, that boy's been beefing since 2015?
Is the rapper Spinna Benz. He disses K Shorty constantly in his music and is the one that resurfaced embarrassing videos that K Shorty made when he was in middle school trying to go viral as a comedian.
He's twerking in the bathroom. Look, y'all, he's so cute. I need the meat. I need the meat. I got the meat. You need the meat. I need the meat. I want the meat. You need the meat. I want the meat. She wanna see it. He wanna beat it. Bitch, I ain't leaving.
Gang, what? You freaky frog, lollipop licking ass nigga? Oh hell nah, gang. I ain't gonna lie, bro. You can't be gangster and you got shit out this like this on the internet, buddy. I ain't gonna lie to you. This is not it. This is fuel. It's not even fuel. This not gasoline. This shit is kerosene. This shit might be napalm the ops is using. Hell no.
The embarrassment from these videos being resurfaced would cause K Shorty to crash out and throw away his life in an attempt to kill Spinna Benz. On September 28, 2021, Spinna Benz was driving in a car with a member of 1200 named Greenlight and another member of 1200 named No Face. They were sitting in a Dodge Challenger outside Raceway gas station on Lenox Avenue when a black Range Rover Evoque pulled up and people inside opened fire on them.
Damn!
Spinna Benz and Greenlight ran into the gas station, but No Face was left behind. The Range Rover sped off. Spinna Benz and Greenlight went back to the Dodge Challenger and drove to the emergency room. No Face was shot in the head and will be pronounced dead at the hospital. K Shorty and one of
twerking ass nigga catching bodies? Nigga might be Saucy Santana. What the hell?
Would be arrested shortly after as they did a bad job of covering up their tracks. The car used in the murder belonged to the mother of a 6 Block affiliate named Tufo, named JBsiah.
Y'all doing hits out y'all mother cars?
Second-degree
y'all
murder
just
and 2 counts
stupid,
of
bro.
attempted murder for this incident. K Shorty was arrested because he continued to drive the murder car afterwards, and he left shell casings from the shooting in the car. K Shorty is currently in jail, facing life in prison for this murder. To make things worse for him, he was sentenced to 12 years in prison for a separate gun charge unrelated to this incident, so even if he beats the murder case, he will still have to serve the 12-year sentence.
Damn, buddy. You're cooked either way.
Bando KD, real name Radim Calhoun, was born and raised in the south side of Chicago. He went through a lot of trauma growing up, and this made him jump headfirst into the streets. He said in an interview that he fully embraced the streets during his freshman year of high school after losing multiple loved ones to gang violence.
Man, that'll do it to a nigga. I ain't gonna lie. That'll do it to a nigga. Oh,
he
bro.
said that he's lost 10 to 15 people in the streets.
Damn, gang, your ass might need to wave the white flag.
From his friend named Bando Bands, who was shot and
10 to 15 people in the streets? Your homies? Them boys is not, that's not even a squad wipe. Them boys about wiped out the whole lobby. God damn.
Killed in 2017. KD's a member of M Block, and their hood resides on 69th and Maplewood on the southwest side of the city. They beef with groups like Bloodhound and 800. KD was living a wild life in the streets. He would frequently go on live, showing himself looking for his ops while heavily armed, and he would record himself taking the police on high-speed chases.
Just stupid,
With a
bro.
lifestyle like that, a lot of bad things arise from it.
Oh, bro.
KD was shot 3 times on one occasion after being jumped by rival gang members, and he was shot once on another occasion.
Damn!
The streets,
they use your ass for
was
target
trying to
practice,
get
gang.
rich so he could eventually leave Chicago behind. He attempted to do so through music. He always felt he would blow up in music. He released his first song called Session, and he would consistently release music afterwards. His music started to buzz, and he eventually began getting recruited by record labels. It was looking like he was going to make it in music until a brass decision he made years earlier would finally catch up to him. On March 1st, 2022, KD and two of his affiliates left a house in the 2300 block of West 72nd Street and were walking in the street. As they were walking, a Buick SUV drove past them. The Buick SUV was full of innocent people. However, a Mercedes had also driven in the same direction.
Oh yeah, he clutching. He walking up clutch. He on bad timing. He on bad. Damn!
KD and his associates.
That boy quick and quick that bitch. Oh, that bitch had to switch with the drum on it.
Nearby that took the most devastating shot.
Damn!
An innocent 12-year-old girl named Isaiah Moore was sleeping in the backseat of the from her birthday celebration. And she was hit by
y'all killed the little girl on her birthday game.
Was rushed to Coleman
Hell nah, bro.
Where she would tragically pass away from her injuries just 3 days later.
Damn.
Investigators found 25 shell casings from 3 different weapons at the scene. Surveillance cameras captured the shooting, but police officials said their break in the case came when an anonymous tip came forward. Due to the anonymous tip, Katie's associates named Abdul Ali and Malik Parrish were arrested and charged with this murder in November of 2022. Bando KD was the last alleged shooter left, and he was able to remain free and uncharged for over 2 years.
Damn!
He would finally get identified and arrested for this on September 12, 2023.
How the hell? Somebody had to snitch.
Were charged with first-degree murder and are facing life in prison. 3 rappers, 2 of which were on the rise musically, threw it all the way in an instant. Let me know what you guys think about these situations.
Man, bro, I tell you, every video, bro, stay by the streets, bro. K Shorty had some bread. His ass was doing good in music. Boom. Locked. First nigga, I don't even remember his name. 800 something. Dead in the grave. Him doing music, running up money. Dead. I'm not dead, but locked up in prison. Like, the streets is dead, bro. The streets is dead. The streets been dead. This shit never been cool, bro. Oh, I gang bang. I do this. I do it. Like, gang. Go get you some money, bro. Rich is gangster. Rich is gangster. Bro, you out here killing people. You not John Wick. Your ass is not the SEAL team. Your ass is not Dad Gru. You're not the Army Rangers. You're not motherfucking SAS, the British SAS. You're a regular dude trying to kill people like you're an assassin. Man, bro, if y'all got some video, I appreciate y'all for watching. Like, comment, subscribe to 1,000 subscribers. Tap into my second reaction show on JBsiah 2, link in the description. Tap into my clothing brand, JungleBredClothing, link in the description. Man, y'all stay out of it, get you some money. All love, JBsiah, we out.